Oh, blimey. You woke me up. I was nodding off quite happily there. Hi, Toby. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And thanks a lot for chatting with me. I know you are a very busy bloke. So how are you? I mean, an 11-year-old who started playing guitar. Well, it wasn't guitar, was it? It was a ukulele at 4 years old. Is that right?
That's right.
Uh, a, if I've got my information correct, a yellow ukulele bought for you by who was it? Who bought it you?
It was my grandma, actually, who sadly passed away last year, but she was the one who got that ukulele for me.
You played the strings off it.
Oh, yeah, I still got it somewhere.
Now, you got your first guitar at 8 years old?
Yep, that's right. I started out with the first guitar from Cash Converters, I think it was.
Really? What sort of guitar was it? Can you remember?
It's I've still got it, actually. It's half or three-quarter. I think it's half. It's a half-size Evolution guitar that I got for like a $5 at Cash Converters. It's just like this little black thing.
Sometimes they're the best.
It's actually decent. It really is.
And what set you off on the blues and rock was meeting Mick Box of Uriah Heep?
Oh, yeah. We met him at a hotel. And that's when I got my first full-size guitar. And he definitely gave me a boost.
Yeah? Well, he gave you some clues in how to play.
Yeah, he just gave me good advice for the future. I can't remember a word of it, but he definitely gave me advice.
Well, it worked. What was the school band that you were in? Was that actually from the school or just some friends at school?
It was in the musical School of Rock.
Ah, right. Okay. So you've actually been in that?
Yeah, I was in it for a year, but my contract ended in September.
Yeah. And did you enjoy doing that? Was that fun?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was definitely a great experience. It was so cool going out every night and sort of like hearing 2,000 people scream your name every night. It's brilliant.
How much are you allowed to sort of expand on the music yourself? Do you have to keep to a very, very tight script when it comes to playing?
Not really. I just improvise everything and sort of, I guess, like in the musical, we had to do exactly what we were told to play because obviously it's written like that, and there were 3 different teams who played it all the same. But when it got to the solos, I usually just went as mental as I could, to be honest. If they told me off, I'd just do it again.
Yeah. Okay. Now you I believe were quite heavily influenced, or are quite heavily influenced by B.B. King.
Oh, definitely.
And you did a tribute to him before he died, but it didn't get out there until after he passed away. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it is right. I would think I was scheduled to play with him like a week before.
Oh no.
But then he passed away, so I played with his all-star band, which I was pretty happy about.
Wow. Was that at his club, or was that before you went?
Yeah, on Beale Street in Memphis.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I really want to go there.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy that I'm going back in January to do the Internet Blues challenge.
Oh, fantastic! What's it like? Do you get a feeling that you're somewhere which is really kind of special?
Yeah, as soon as you go in, you see like a signed B.B. King Lucille, and you got like these guys stood on stage with a horn section, and it's so cool.
Oh wow! Now you made me even more jealous. So you've played at the club. You've got huge plaudits from Joe Bonamassa, who's one of my other favourite guitarists. Have you ever met Joe?
I have met him once.
Really?
And I when I did this series of the lessons for Epiphone, the guitar I used in that they gave to me instead of wages, and I met him and he signed it for me.
Oh wow! Now he's a guy who I think is incredible because when you look at him, he doesn't look like a really sort of big blues rock guitarist, but when you hear him play, wow!
Yeah, you wouldn't walk up to him and say, "Oh, you look like a guitarist." You just, yeah. I don't think there's much things you would relate him to unless you knew he was a guitarist. To be honest.
No, that's right. Now you just mentioned it there, the tutorials that you did for Epiphone.
Yeah.
These were online, were they?
They were on epiphone.com. I think I was sort of like, I think I was 9 or 10. But I did like a little series of lessons. So they were sort of a bit aimed at beginners, and it was sort of like how to do a solo with 4 notes and how the phrasing and stuff works with the light and shade and all of that. Just sort of getting people a brief understanding of it and a brief sort of lesson.
That's where I need to go then. I'm going to go and check out that because I'm a rubbish guitarist. Now, if people may recognize you if they see you from TFI Friday because you were on there, weren't you?
I was. I went on it once at the start to do just my normal performance, and then I went back in the new year to do Old Lang Syne with this guy who spat ping pong balls at gin bottles. And then there was just me.
It was a bizarre program.
He was like, "How do you fit a ping pong ball in your mouth?" And there was the worst thing was this guy who tried to sort of like play sax with his mouth. And he was like,
Oh, crazy! Absolutely crazy. You've also met Bob Harris, Whispering Bob.
I met him at the Fairport Convention Festival in Cropredy.
Really? What was he like? Because he's another guy I think is fascinating.
He's always got a smile on his face. He's always really happy and he's really nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, go on. Sorry.
And I did. I said it's always a good thing for him to be happy, isn't it? And I did a whispering under the apple tree session with him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fantastic. Now, I've also found out about the onesie jams, which I didn't know about until recently.
Yeah, they used to be onesie jams because I used to be sponsored by this onesie company, and I used to do them in that every week, and I'm wearing one right now.
Oh yes.
And yeah, they used to be onesie jams about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. But I've sort of I'll tell you about a little thing after. And people were saying you look a bit like a clown in onesies, and it was sort of the same thing over and over again. And I thought if I take their advice and just see what happens, and then after I've sort of stopped doing the onesies, they've sort of gone down a bit, like the negative comments. But the onesies all sort of started with Mum making one for my school play. And I did my first onesie jam was in a onesie that Mum made.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. How does this work? Doing all this fabulous music. I mean, we see you on YouTube, and some of the stuff you're playing on there, well, most of the stuff you're playing on there is just wonderful. And yet you're still going to school. You're still having to do normal school.
Oh, yeah, always school. But my school that I'm at now is a theatre school, so what I'm doing with my music and stuff is exactly what they sort of want for their kids. Mm-hmm. So they're always sort of really supportive of it, and whenever an opportunity pops up, they'll always sort of support me with it, and they'll always they won't be annoyed that you're missing time at school. They'll be really happy that you're doing something that they want their kids to do. Okay.
When we see you on YouTube and you do those fabulous videos, there's just you stood there with the guitar.
Yeah, me and my backing track and my guitar.
How does that make you feel? I mean, do you get excited when you're interpreting other people's music your way?
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to be able to play other people's music without feeling bad. I don't know whether that makes sense, but sometimes I feel bad playing other people's music. I don't know why, but sometimes I do. But like when you're playing other people's music, it sometimes makes me feel like I'm copying them. But if I put my twist on it, it makes me feel like I'm sort of giving it a new feel, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did the BB King one, I think did it all start out on Facebook. So yeah, it all started out sort of on Facebook. Dad just sort of posted it, and I don't know how, but it went viral, and it reached about, what was it, 100 million people.
Wow, that's incredible.
If you think about that, when I think back and people are like, "Have you really got 100 million views?" I'm like, "Yeah," and but then sometimes when I think about it, I sort of feel quite proud of myself, because if you tried to fit 100 million people in your car, it wouldn't really work.
Well, it is a hell of an achievement. I mean, I know people who have listened to your music in the States, Australia, all over Europe, and it's just incredible. People have just said the same thing. Wow, that guy is brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
It's the truth. It's the truth. You've had an EP out. I think it was 5-track called 10. Any plans for a new one?
Well, we've been thinking about it, but it's really expensive to do all of the album stuff. So I think when I start earning money, one might come along.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? You do need to get a bit of money in there.
And the funny thing about 10 was it came out the day I turned 11.
Yeah, so it was just out of date.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a really, really, really tough question. I hope you don't mind. If there was anybody you could jam with, who would it be?
What, alive or dead?
Doesn't matter. It's up to you.
I'm going to go alive and then dead.
All right, go.
So alive, I'd go Joe Bonamassa.
Right.
Dead, I'd have all the greats in one big band. I'd have Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'd have everyone. I'd have BB King. They'd all be like there. And
you'd be playing with them.
Yeah, and of course I couldn't forget him, Gary Moore.
Oh yeah, Gary Moore, excellent guitarist. Well, if ever you get the band together, let me know, because I'll buy a ticket for that gig.
All right, let's see if we can reincarnate them first.
You bet. Now, what are your plans for this year, for next year?
Well, I'm going to Norway in April. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Memphis to do the International Blues Challenge in January. But that's all I know of so far.
Oh, you have to let us know how you get on in that, because that would be amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, look, Toby, it's been brilliant chatting with you. It's an absolute pleasure to get you at last on the program.
Thank you.
Please take care, keep playing, and keep posting those vids, because we love watching them.
All right, I will.
Oh, just one thing before I let you go. Of all the videos you've done,
yeah,
all the sort of, the David Bowies and things like this, is there one which you thought, I really, really love doing this?
I really love doing Eric Clapton's Cocaine. I don't know why.
What a track.
It's just, it's a really, and I love doing The Thrill Is Gone.
Yeah.
They're really good songs.
Okay.
They're like, and I like Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan. They're my few favourite ones to do.
Okay. Toby, once again, thank you so much for chatting with me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Take care.
And you. Cheers for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.